Hi YouTubers, I found a word last night on the internet. Well, I already kind of knew what it meant. It was androgyny, which is kind of masculine and feminine in the same person, and I was really fascinated by some of the videos on here, on YouTube, that were done by androgynous people, and they were experiencing, it isn't the same as transsexualism, but it's more, both sides of the coin in one person. I don't see myself as an androgyne, which is what I have been labelled a few times, and that's for a few reasons. One being that I would like to have a male body. I would like to have, say, a lower voice, and, I'd like to grow facial hair, and, I do identify as being a female-to-male transsexual, but I can understand how elements of, how I dress and my makeup and all this stuff would make people think that there's an element of femininity in me, and I think that in everyone there's elements of masculinity and femininity. It's just more obvious in some than others. I've said that before, and it really interested me to see these people and how they see themselves, and really to be androgynous in society is even braver than to be transgendered in a way, because you're not coming out and saying I'm male, I'm female. And if anyone watched Big Brother about 2 years ago when Pete the Tourette's guy won it, and there was a man on there who I found very intelligent, and he was my favourite. It was the Canadian guy called Richard, and he said on one of the episodes of Big Brother that we're in a society which expects you to be either male or female, and they're not very accepting of people who see themselves as somewhere in between that. And to be androgynous, you do see yourself as somewhere in between. So in a way, that's kind of braver than being transsexual, if you get what I mean. I mean, these people don't choose to be androgynous, they just don't identify with one or the other, which is fair enough. Whereas with me, I don't see myself as an androgyne because I identify with males. I feel how I think a male feels, and I have a desire to live the rest of my life as one. And whether my mother or anyone has anything to say about that, that's their problem, because it's my life and we can all live it how we want. And I don't want to make irresponsible decisions at 15, and I know that it's too young to make life-changing decisions like that, but I know in the back of my mind that it's very, very unlikely, nearly impossible, that I will change my mind about, transitioning. At the moment, I couldn't live if I knew I couldn't transition. So, Furthermore, in my life, I found out a very disturbing fact today that the girl that I like in school has been self-harming, and I was really quite upset by that. Well, of course I was upset by it, but really it bothered me quite a lot, because, I used to do a similar thing to that. I mean, I still do on occasions. If you get so annoyed, the easiest person to take it out on is yourself, and I admit to doing that, and not proud of it at all. And she's showing me these scars, and I didn't know why she showed me. It was like, do you want help? Do you want attention? What? I just couldn't understand why. And she just lifted up the sleeve and said, look, and then she told me that she'd actually done it with a knife, and I was really quite worried, because now here's where I'm going to sound like I'm being labelist. Everyone seems to be under the assumption that emo, what emo is, where, well, I don't see myself as emo, but, that kind of stereotypical dark kind of person who cuts their wrists, and she's really quite into that kind of thing. And I was wondering if it really is her life that makes her depressed, or if it's these things that she's seeing. Like on her Bebo, there's a little widget of someone slashing their wrists and all this blood and vampires, and it really breaks my heart because she's such a sweet person. And you know, why would someone like that feel the need to do that? And I can understand why. You know, people have told me, why do you feel the need to do that? And it's something in you that needs to release it. And I didn't really get a chance to talk to her properly because you're in a lesson at the time. It's difficult to talk without, you know, getting everyone else hearing, basically. But I was quite shocked. I tried to act a lot less bothered than I was. And, you know, I think there's a lot to her that I don't see and I'd like to see, and not in a sick way, but in her personality. I would really like to see the sides of her that I don't often see. And, yeah, so I was quite shocked by that. And if anyone's got any advice as to, you know, what I should do to help her, please get in contact. And I don't think I've got very much time left, so keep posting, keep messaging me, and over and out.